Hello, everybody, and welcome back to USS Summer. We're here with Rocket League, which has not had a stream for a little bit, hasn't it, Sam?
It's been a minute. It's been a minute. We obviously started a little bit delayed on this one due to the scope of this tournament. 6 teams signed up, so it's going to be a fun format here with a lot of round robin. And the good thing about fewer teams is we get to see more of them in action, right? We get to see their moment on the screen with two best of fives today, and we're starting off with Northampton Jeetables versus Gryphons, as you can see down below here. And I'm excited to get into things.
I am as well. I'm not usually here for Rocket League ever. This is my first time getting to be on a Rocket League cast. I'm usually here for Overwatch, so I'm excited to get something else going under my belt, and I'm excited to show off a lot of our players here in USS as well. So we do obviously have, as we just mentioned, Northampton Jeetables versus Gryphons coming up in just a moment. So it should be a great match. We've got a couple of good players. It did seem if we do have the top players from the teams actually playing today. So it'll be a good showing from both these teams, and it should be a fun wee best of five that we get to watch here on the channel today.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that's another boon about a smaller tournament is a lot of the issues we face early doors with the larger ones like Overwatch, for example, is that the early week matchups can be a little bit skewed because of the way seeding works. But here, most of the teams that have signed up because they believe they can win the whole thing. So
Yeah.
all the teams that are coming in here are showing like some strong players. They definitely have multiple good performers on their rosters. It just depends who they can actually field given the summer circumstances.
Yeah.
But I'm thinking we should be getting some even games both today and later on in this event, this split.
Yeah, it should be a very exciting tournament. As we said, there's not as many teams, so it should be a lot of teams that we'll see getting covered quite often. So a lot of these players will be getting a lot of limelight, a lot of highlight onto them. So it should be great for them. They get a lot of highlight coverage, and we get to have a decent bit of consistency as well. We get to see a lot of the same, which, as we said with Overwatch, doesn't tend to happen as much. We get to see a wide variety of players from all different ranks. But as we said, everyone here in USS Summer is looking to, take it. They think that they are the best. They think they can win it. So we have a lot of very close games that we hope to see show off their skills, show off their driving capabilities.
Yeah, definitely. As we're getting some beautiful views of some graffiti that I've played this game a lot in my life. I have never once noticed that graffiti ever, so I'm glad to get a new angle, a new perspective on this stadium behind us. As we'll be seeing a lot of it today, and we'll be seeing a lot of it for the rest of the split. So get your eyes tuned into that grass because you're gonna have to get used to it. But I've not casted Rocket League in a minute. That's a lie. I casted it like literally a couple days ago. I've not casted Rocket League for like a uni level of tournament in a minute, and it's always exciting seeing players like this because I think there's egos on the line in every competitive game, but I think the environment here is much more it's typically more mature than Rocket League generally is, because Rocket League's got a very young player base. So when they're forced to be older because they have to be at university or alumni in this case, the sportsmanship I feel like is a little bit higher, and it means you can enjoy the quality of the games a little bit more, and also not have to deal with as much of the intense wait times when someone just oversleeps or doesn't show up.
That happens way too often in uni as well, to be fair. I feel like I've had a good few players just completely sleep in, completely miss their games. But I mean, you don't expect that much here, and hopefully we won't get that going forward.
Yeah.
Hopefully it's not something you have to experience again, but we should hopefully be getting just into it soon. We will be seeing all 5 maps of Manfield. We don't have map pool like RLCS does. So yes, as Sam said, you better get used to seeing the sights of Manfield, because that is where we're staying for the remainder of both these best of 5 series. So I think we do have the confirmed second matchup as well, as they are quite with the smaller the second round's already decided, if I'm not mistaken on that one.
Yeah, and we are now heading into this game. Here we go. Kickoff comes through. Yeah, okay. You see the teams lined up here. It's Sylvia Hong and Coach Squire versus Coco, Kari, and Esco.
Yeah. as Northampton Jeetables already on that aggressive action here. Pelko there, just getting that save as it comes in. Sylvia getting this 100 boost, playing this midfield. About to take it up the wall, potentially looking for an aerial or a pass into that midfield, off the wall, off the backboard, and Coach Squire just misses it, but Honk is there on the backbone, just waiting for that reception. There it goes back in towards the middle field, but nobody from Northampton Jeetables is there to receive it. Coach Squire again back into that corner, and again up above the goal line, but again, no real pass into that middle. Sylvia again pushing that up to the top. Coach Squire towards the back of the goal, bringing it back towards that midfield as Meg Gryphons have a very solid defense.
Yeah, Sylvia already showing showing signs of stardom here, looking for that solo play, but Pelko's going to save it away, and Honk's going up the sidewall now. Has boost available, and the demo from Sylvia enables some space. There goes to the ground pinch, gets under 2. Is that going to be finished off? Of course it is. Coach Squire's there for the cleanup.
Yeah, it was a beautiful attempt for the ground pinch, but Meg Gryphons there were just there to receive it, but unfortunately with that, there was nobody else from Meg Gryphons to cover it. There was 2 players used to block that ground pinch, and unfortunately nobody there to block it, and it was an open net for Northampton Jeetables. Meg Gryphons, though, Pelko has been such a good goalkeeper so far. We've seen a good couple of saves already, but unfortunately not enough as Northampton Jeetables go 1-up in this series already.
Yeah, it's a big start here. They've been, I think, slightly on top overall in this 1.5 minutes, but plenty of time both left in this game and left in this series for Meg Gryphons to state their case as to why they could be the #1 team here. But with a shot off the bar and it's going to be finished off easily by Sylvia. So I believe the player in net was slightly uncomfortable with receiving that pressure. Akari couldn't quite adjust the card to get it out, and that's going to be 2 for the Jeetables.
Yeah, it's an early lead, a quick 2 goals. It took a little bit of a minute for Northampton Jeetables to get into the game, but once they found their footing, it's a quick second one as Pelko already takes Sylvia out of the game just for a moment as that demo comes through. Sylvia's now sitting towards this goal line, potentially looking to play that defensive a little bit, but Pelko gets bumped, but doesn't seem to affect them too much as the aerial is there. The flip reset unfortunately doesn't lead to too much as Pelko is now taken out of the game by Coach Squire for another few seconds as Northampton Jeetables go on this offensive looking for that 3rd goal. But Northampton Jeetables, the reception is there and it goes back towards the Jeetables goal.
Yeah, it's a little bit more even in this mindset now, right? There's more time ticked down off this clock, and that's high pressure. Sylvia's got to get it clear, doesn't get the touch, but the fake comes through in the end. So just that pressure of nearly getting to that ball throws off the attacker. But some more time is ticked between goals here, and I think it's a little bit more settled as the teams are getting more used to the play styles. That's a lovely passing play, but the save is huge from Sylvia. Puts it off the post. Akari close with that shot, but not able to convert. The distance angle from Sylvia here is so fascinating, gives him such a good view of the field. There's an open net for Honk, who plays it to himself and gets it into the bottom of that goal.
2nd goal now for Honk. I think it is in the goal in the game so far. Sylvia with that other goal in this series. 3-0 up now. Meg Gryphons have a decent bit of a hill to climb back into this. 2.5 minutes left on the clock to try and fight their way back into this. It's again back towards their goal line. Sylvia's there playing it into the middle, but Coach Squire unfortunately can't get to that ball as Hikari puts the body in the way, gets a demo in as the scope is out as well. There's been a lot of demos for Northampton Jeetables. They've been hyper aggressive here, as we can see from the 3-0 and off the crossbar. Coach Squire just slightly misses it. Pelko's there to bring the ball back towards the offense for the Gryphons as it goes off the backboard of the Jeetables goal. Akari there, can a scope get it? It's there, and Pelko's follow-up, the 1st goal for Gryphons on the board now.
Yeah, that's so necessary, right? You don't want to go 4 goals down. Now, diminishing that lead down to 2, it's a really nice play there, blocks it on the line, and there's the follow-up from the Meg Gryphons. They keep themselves alive in this game 1, and more importantly, feel like they can get into the rest of the series with a goal like that. You're not getting entirely shut out. And pushing forward here with the demo onto a scope are the Jeetables, looking to return fire, keep their lead higher than it was now. And the shot just off the back wall. Coach Squire not quite got the angle on that one. Honk waiting for this boost. He's going to actually get it in the end, so now can jump high for it. Challenge this ball in the midfield. Takes a nice soft touch, gets the flip as well, puts it around a scope. And that's good block by Akari. Very necessary as Sylvia's flying forward.
Yeah, Coach Squire back into the center field. Honk wants to take it off the wall. Potential pass into Coach Squire into the center field. It's there, but the shot just goes slightly wide of the goal. Northampton Jeetables not able to get their fourth just yet as Akari finds Honk in that demo. It puts Meg Gryphons into a bit of a better position, but Honk already respawned, already in a good position for that reception. Is again, the Jeetables are back on the offense, applying that pressure onto Gryphons that we've seen them do so often in this map so far. As Sylvia now brings it back towards the goal off the corner. Pelko's there just to bump it a little bit, and a Scope again pushing it just into that center field. Two players now on the right side for Northampton Jeetables into the center, but Coach Squire able to bump it back into that corner, into the possession of Sylvia. As Sylvia's up in the air, Honk in the center field, but unfortunately no real touch for it in Akari. Where has that come from? It's a stunning goal for the Gryphons.
I think it's a mistake here by the Jeetables. Honk's pre-jump is very egotistical, as Sylvia's touch isn't good enough to pass it onwards, and then Coach Squire's left with a low boost and a shot over his head. Akari brings the lead down to 1, keeps it close here, and the kickoff comes through. Sylvia passes it only as far as the Scope, but that bump is crucial to prevent any momentum coming forward. Coach Squire's now going to hit it off to the side, hopefully finding a teammate there. Actually goes on his own. There's Honk taking over for it. The shot's nice, but Akari's there. The goal scorer makes a big save to keep his team in it here. Sylvia pops it high, but Pelko with the pre-jump is going to get that challenge and win it out very cleanly. Akari's now up high, popping it down into midfield. Honk's going to make a good touch here. The bump is lovely. The shot's off target though. Pelko can't get enough power, can't get the right angle on it. The 50 comes around from Honk, who gets away from his defender. And now just one man back. A Scope has to be the clutcher. 0 seconds on the clock here. All Northampton have to do is get it down, but it looks like they're going for the goal here. Honk with the pre-jump. Up high, low boost for most of these players, but Pelko's got something, keeps it up. It's still in the air, but surely this is over. And that's going to touch the ground. Game 1 goes to the Jeetables, but a great contest there.
Absolutely beautiful. We did see a 3-0 lead up for the Jeetables. Meg Gryphons take it to an almost even series there. 2 goals with a absolutely beautiful shot from Akari there. Just slips past 2 of the Jeetables defenders there. The goalie unfortunately just missed it, and it was a beautiful long shot goal. Unfortunately not enough in the series, or sorry, not enough in the map there to bring it to that even series, bring it to that OT, and potentially try and fight for that golden goal in OT. But Jeetables 1 game up in this best of 5 series, and we've seen, I mean, a really nice game so far.
Yeah,
but very quickly, no time to talk about that game as we go straight into kickoff of the second game.
Yeah, I'm fascinated by Sylvia's card design swap here. I'm not a fan of it, but not really as focused as Akari is going up the sidewall here, into the corner, pops it forward, and it's disgusting.
That is not the best I've seen, I will admit that. But Sylvia bringing it up into the midfield, gets that potential flip reset and does not get it. But Honk is there, and it's a beautiful save from a Scope in that goal line, just getting it out of the way as it goes up for a double tap. And the defense from the Jeetables is good. It gets it away. But again, Gryphons have got such a big amount of pressure onto the Jeetables as it goes up towards this goal. Coach Squire, unfortunately not able to get too much of a touch onto it as it goes back into the possession of the Gryphons. On the offensive now, Sylvia's there, gets a touch away from that crossbar. The Gryphons, so much pressure onto the Jeetables, they don't have too many options as Gryphons just keep pushing, keep on this attack. But possession now changes. Jeetables are back onto this offense. A Scope gets that touch, but the 50's there. Bump onto Pelko, can't get a good touch as Honk goes up, and it's good! It's a beautiful double tap just in under the crossbar, and it's a stunning goal to open up the series.
Yeah, that's perfect there. A Scope bouncing off that bar that the ball then follows onto. That placement's perfection. Akari can't get up high enough to it, and Honk with the wheel touch actually gets a flip off that one. I think maybe winning that flip reset in the end, but the shot is just good enough to make it its way into the net. Now the demo onto Sylvia. Gives some space for the Gryphons to push forward, but Honk doesn't want to make anything of that. Goes for the shot instead, and that's going to be almost to Akari, the big save. And no! The squishy save from the teammate. That's unfortunate for the Jeetables, who could have been up 2, but Honk playing traitor there, now in the infield. What's coming next? It's Coach Squire going for the 50, but Akari's under that one, and now Honk up high. A Scope goes to the challenge. It's a nice duel in the back corner there. Pretty even, but Pelko wins that one out. Sylvia's got to play it well, gets it off the back wall, doesn't quite connect on that psycho touch, so now in favor of Meg Gryphons. The shot's just off target from Akari.
Oh, Pelko close, just hitting it off the woodwork there, top right corner of the Jeetables goal. Back towards that open net as the Scope goes up for it, but the touch from Sylvia is there, puts the Jeetables right onto that aggression, but Good reception there from the Gryphons as it goes back towards this midfield. And we have lost our feed just for a moment. There we go. It comes back. We are able to see what's going on as a scope there touches up into that midfield. A carry off the back wall of the Jeetables. A scope back up for it. Unfortunately, cannot see just what is happening.
The tension is killing me here because I feel like that was a shot opportunity, a shot on target, but no goal. It's a demo to Honk in the end. And there's another one. I think that's going to be cleared away to the right-hand side. My prediction is now it's in the midfield. Who knows where it's gone next? I think Honk's gone for a high play. Nope, we're in this corner. Sylvia's got another demo into Pelko.
Yeah,
Honk. I mean, there's Honk up high. I called that one out right. I made something right.
At least we could predict something just in this unfortunate moments of the stream. Pelko almost gets that goal, but Honk is there in the goal line to receive it. And back onto that aggression. It's so close. Sylvia there. Unfortunately, nobody's going for it. It goes back into the possession of the Gryphons as they're straight onto that offense. Coach Squire, a nice touch onto it to bring it back towards the Gryphons' goal. Off the back wall, Sylvia is there, but Pelko gets the touch, pushes it back again towards that midfield. Akari passing it into that midfield. Pelko's up. Sylvia gets a touch off to the backboards. Again, Jeetables just not getting too much of an aggression here. It's been quite contested in the midfield possession, just going back and forth between both these teams.
Yeah, but Jeetables notably still 1 goal up, so they can be happy with that contest in the midfield if it leads to no goals either way. As I get going and the game pauses in front of my eyes. I believe there was a shot opportunity for Akari there, but yeah, cleared away by Sylvia, who dribbles over one. Pelko gets it over his head, now pops up high off to the side wall. Slow touch there. That was the follow-up from his teammate. Now into the infield. It's Coach Squire who's got to make this defensive read. And will they be able to do so? No, misses it out. The shot's opportunity's there, but Sylvia makes a good save, a crucial save. Prevents Akari from getting that goal to equalize it. Pelko's up high looking for the Honk read, but doesn't quite get it. Demos him. Instead, that's almost an own goal, just wide of the post, and Sylvia's got a shot on target, just wide once more. Bouncing off that woodwork is keeping the Gryphons alive here, but that's a nice touch from Honk, who now can keep that aggression up. Coach Squire's in the midfield, wins out that duel against Akari, you'd argue, as Sylvia's up high. Sylvia wins it, goes to the double charge opportunity, and there's another beautiful goal here. 2 double taps to make Jeetables 2-0 up.
Yeah, it's been a lot more of a contested game. Jeetables getting 2-0 up with 30 seconds left in the clock, unlike last time where they went 2-0 up with about 3.5 minutes left. So it's been a lot tighter. The Gryphons' defense has been a lot stronger, and it's a tight series. Gryphons don't have much time to fight back into this. It could just be going the way of Jeetables. They've got to get 2 goals in the next 20 seconds. And as the feed drops off once more, it's so tight. The pressure is building so much in this VC. As 10 seconds now tick down. Gryphons are trying to make something of it. It goes off, and Akari gets one in the last dying seconds of the game. They've got to score 1 more in these 6 seconds if they want to push it to OT, push it to that golden goal, and make it a 1-1 series.
Yeah, that's exactly what they need in this moment, right? 6 seconds left. 1 goal to the good, and it's the only way they can get back in this game. It's their win condition. This kickoff has to go well. Coach Squire in the 50 with Akari. It's pretty even still. Oh, I mean, saddest way to see that one go. I mean, Jeetables have kept it up, so they're giving Gryphons an opportunity here to play it forward. But if it drops down at any moment, Akari's missed it. Oh, and that's going to be game number 2 to the Jeetables.
Yeah, a very close series there with a lovely goal in the last few seconds from Gryphons, just trying to fight back into it and push that to added time. But again, Jeetables, their offense has just been super strong. They've been having such a good showing. Gryphons are finding their way into the series, though, closer and closer as each game goes on. We'll just have to see if the Gryphons can actually take this next map to push it to fourth map, or if the Jeetables will stay strong and keep this strong showing going and make it a 3-0 series to open up USS Summer Rocket League.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of pressure on the Gryphons here, right? They've got to go for the reverse sweep, and that has to start somewhere. These 2 games have been 1-goal games, so it's not like they've been whitewashed here by the Jeetables. There's definitely opportunities, but I do think overall, I mean, you're 2 games to the good. That's probably for a reason. They have been playing slightly better. The Jeetables slightly faster, slightly more precise. Those double taps showing that star power, right? We saw pretty even contest in the midfield. It felt
Yeah.
like there needed to be some special break, and both times that came through for the Jeetables. There was a goal there for Akari towards the end, but it felt a little bit like too little too late when that final mistake came through. I can't remember which player it was, missed it in the midfield, but it just killed any hope that Gryphons had for that game. But it doesn't kill the hope for the series, right? Again, 1-goal games, they can definitely make something good here.
Yeah, absolutely. We're in for a very good third map if the Gryphons can finally build this advantage, build this this lead going. But as we said, it's been close each game. It's been closer from the second map. I mean, the Gryphons, they just have to find some early lead as we go into this third map and as kickoff gets underway.
Yeah, absolutely. This has to be the Gryphons game, as do the rest of them if they want to win this series. And that's almost a brilliant start. Honk with a crucial save, combining with Coach Squire to get that one clear, and wins a beautiful 50 on the Pelko too. A scope back into the midfield. Akari's up high, low boost, but wins that key 50. The shot opportunity once more comes through, but Honk makes a double save in the first 20 seconds. Stalwart in the defense is the Goose. And Sylvia with a shot on target. That's one to the good for the Jeetables as they look to close this out with a good sweep.
24 seconds into the game, and the Jeetables have opened it up. They were on the back foot for just a moment, but it was a great save from Honk. And then Sylvia's there on that offense to score that opening goal. And now Gryphons are in a bit of a rough situation. They have plenty of time to try and equalize this and potentially even take a lead goal, but Northampton Jeetables, their offense has just looked so good. They've had that star power, as you mentioned. And as the goal line is looking a bit rough, Sylvia gets that reception again. It's up into that midfield. Sylvia low boost off the wall. It goes for that pinch off the ground, but can't find it as the Gryphons receive it well. Coach Squire, though, is on that back line, is able to push it again. But Pelko with a save. This has been their star defender for the Gryphons. Is Honk just takes it into the goal line. That is a stunning goal. Oh, it's a beautiful one. Just in. Look at how tight that is. It's perfect.
Perfect. It's perfect placement, right? There's two defenders covering that goal, and you find the one spot that neither of them can reach. Honk looking great in this game so far. 2 saves, a crucial goal, and an assist as well. On fire to get that sweep going. And I mean, it's a beautiful start to USS Summer for the Northampton Jeetables, but still plenty of time left in this game. And Meg Gryphons have scored goals previously. They need to score at least 2 now to get us to overtime. Looking for 3 though. That shot's just going to go wide and cleared away off to the sidewall. Sylvia now taking possession of the ball, but a scope's going to prevent that from coming through. Bounces off the wall. Keeps going in the air, but doesn't quite connect onto it. A flip for Pelko, but unable to do much more with it. It's Coach Squire. That's crucial because both his teammates were miles away. Now another big save from, I believe, the lowest ranked player in this lobby, putting on quite a show here for the Jeetables as well. Off the backboard, high, down by Sylvia, off the bar. Is it going to be a shot follow-up here from Squire? No, it has to back away. Akari's flick is high over him. Akonk is the last man back. Does he get the right read? Yes, absolutely he does. He's so good right now. Everything is perfect from Honk. And now pushing forward is Pelko. Low boost. Has to rely on a teammate here. Akari's going to go for the double off the sidewall, but doesn't quite connect into it. So Pelko with that 50 keeps the pressure on, but slowing it down here. It's awkward. It's
Akari's there.
Goal. Oh my goodness. I didn't really see that one coming. I felt like they'd lost their momentum here, the Meg Gryphons. The ball had slowed down so much, but Coach Squire can't get the touch on it, and Honk this time not quite fast enough to reach it. It's great speed there from Akari.
Yeah, it's a beautiful positioning from Akari just there to get that reception off the back wall in there. Now it's getting a close series. Pelko opens it up. Coach Squire gets demoed, but Sylvia's there to take it. Sylvia's been such an integral player as we've taken it all the way to the Gryphons goal, and just there and as a defender is able to clear it away. It's up again. Sylvia, I mean, Sylvia's been absolutely spectacular this game. Honk goes up, is there, Pelko's there for the reception as well. Coach Squire, though, an integral player in the midfield, has been there for a lot of the receives towards the back foot. I mean, he's really set up the Jeetables for a lot of really good plays, but Sylvia, again, is just up. The air control is so good.
Yeah, I think the quality of the players on the Jeetables is just a little bit too much sometimes for the Meg Gryphons, who feel like even in those close games, they're always on the back foot. Sylvia's got the flip on the backboard. The sandwich comes through. The backflip's going to put it away. I don't know if Honk was giving that to Sylvia or what the play was, but look at this. Yeah, sandwich is off Akari, gets the flip, and backflips into that goal as players can't quite clear it. 2 goals now separates these 2 teams as Meg Gryphons need to get ahead at some point in this series, and right now they're only falling further and further behind.
Yeah, it's looking a bit scary for the Gryphons, but it's never out. It's never over until that clock runs down to 0. The Gryphons still have time, and we've seen them score goals in the past. We've seen them have a decent potential in this series, but is the aggression from Jeetables just comes in again. It's really putting so much pressure onto the Gryphons. They just seem to crumble under it once it seems to once it is on them for so long, they just end up crumbling, and that's what allows Jeetables to go up so early.
Yeah, I think you're spot on the money with that. I think they're feeling the pressure a little bit as well. Some rush touches here that end up being bad misses. As Coach Squire once more spotted in that midfield, makes a lovely touch there. But Pelko with a nice little dink over, but Sylvia's good to get that one clear. And Honk doesn't quite grab that follow-up touch, so gives Akari a chance to make a play here. Akari's been the perennial goal scorer for the Meg Gryphons. They want to really put them on the map. And that's a short opportunity by a scope, but Sylvia with a nice clear to prevent anything going there. They've got a minute left to make something of this, but I don't see where it comes from, if not Akari. That shot blocked out by Coach Squire. Once more, that last man back, and once more getting that block forward. Now up high to Honk, but the shot is just wide of the post. Well wide of the post. It goes all the way into the corner as Pelko's touch leaves it off to Akari, but Coach Squire with good pace. Scope touches high, but Sylvia's read that one perfectly. The shot's on target. The aggression is overextended from Meg Gryphons. It's allowing a gap here for Sylvia, who's always going to punish you every day of the week. A Scope's touch is not quite good enough, and that's a beautiful shot there from Sylvia.
Yeah, absolutely stunning read on where that ball is going to go, where a Scope is just going to place it, and it's a stunning placement. It's a beautiful goal. It's completely open for Sylvia, and Jeetables just look a bit untouchable in this series. It's looking to be that 3-0. Scope looking to make it somewhat even, but Coach Squire is there to save it. As I've said, it's such an integral player, and there goes the dribble up into it. Akari is there for that save, though. It does give Meg Gryphons a little bit of leeway, a little bit of breathing room, but Sylvia is here. So is Coach Squire. Gets that good rotate, is back into that goal line, back into that defensive position as Honk pushes it towards the goal and make it 5 for Honk. It is a beautiful re-aggression.
Yeah, I mean, you can't blame the Meg Gryphons here, right? They have to play so far forward when you're so far back, but that destroyer of Coach Squire once more takes the goal, takes the ball away from the attacker and turns it into a counter-attack, and there's that shot on target from range. 5-1 now, and I believe I don't want to call things too early. I think we might be at a good time to call things here as Jeetables look to make it 6. Coach Squire unable to get a goal in this game. So tragic, but such a good performance nonetheless. Now a Scope has on to the turtle as the time ticks down. 0 seconds. Are we going to play keepy uppies, or are we going to let the series come to its natural conclusion? Up high from Coach Squire. Kept up by Akari. We're playing on that 0 second. Who's going for that final goal? It's Sylvia with a flip. Doesn't quite connect onto it, but still up in the air. Coach Squire shot. Oh, but Pelko won't let it come through. No goal for Coach Squire, and Honk's going to put it down to the ground, put the Gryphons out of their misery. And that's a clean sweep for the Northampton Jeetables, who just played so good that entire series.
Yeah, they had that aggression, they had that pressure, and the Gryphons just couldn't seem to find their way into it, especially when it came to the aggression of the Gryphons as well. There was such good response from Jeetables, they just couldn't find a way into it. A lot of the star players, they had Coach Squire consistently towards that back position, being able to cover in for any mistakes, any open space. Coach Squire was there, and Sylvia as well seemed to just be everywhere. They were there from the start. They were there from that goal line, from their goal line, bringing the ball, saving the ball, bringing it all the way up to the Gryphons' goal and scoring. It's just a bit too much for the Gryphons to handle, as that third and final map of the series seems to go so much better for the Jeetables.
Yeah, I think that was the most convincing they looked all series, but I believe they were ahead the entire time. It felt like Meg Gryphons were playing from the back foot in every single game. As I feel like there's a lot of credit to be given to them. They played some very good Rocket League Akari with a lot of great goals, but I think I'm very impressed by Coach Squire, who was coming into a lobby that was clearly a little bit above his pace and still getting so many crucial touches, getting so many crucial challenges in, and making that midfield so hard to push through.
Yeah, it just was a bit too difficult for the Gryphons to find their way into that series. And as our first game concludes, Northampton Jeetables 3, Meg Gryphons 0. But we are going to head to a quick little break while we give time for our second series to get underway. But don't go anywhere, because we will be right back.